Hello, welcome back, everybody, to Diversity Catalogue. This is a new series that we're hard launching. You can find it every week, hopefully on Saturdays, I think we're shooting, right?
Yep.
Saturdays at probably noontime. Titled The Whistle. Who came up with that name? Did you? Oh, nice. I like it. I like it.
There was copyright issues with some of the other names we wanted.
Nice. If he said he came up with it, I would have said it sucked, to be honest. But
Thanks.
yep, titled.
I came up with the fat lady for the.
It had to be like a non-gendered sports thing.
The fat lady.
What's everything about gender with you?
Well, and I mean gender in terms of like it can't just be all. It could be any sport. You know what I mean?
So political.
Yeah. But titled The Whistle, with the main intention for right now being recapping the NFL season. We'll hopefully go through every single week, talk about all the games, talk about maybe some rookies. We're going to give out a glazed donut to our favorite players, do some glazing, maybe do some overreactions. And I think overall we just want to go through the main storylines surrounding the NFL because obviously it's a sport that these two gentlemen really enjoy and have a passion for. And
Ange hates it, actually.
Taken a liking to over the years through playing fantasy football. Maybe we'll go through our woes. I had some woes last night watching the Dolphins. But we'll get into all that. Maybe in the future we'll incorporate other sports. I don't know, but we just figured
we'll see.
Sports is something we consume.
Yeah, we'll start hockey. Yeah.
No, hell no.
Let's do that hockey.
Josh, our correspondent on the rink.
But yeah, we'll see.
He's dressed up for it. Look at him.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but we figured it'd be a good idea to just hard launch a new series, get more eyes on the channel, get more interaction, and also we won't have to really talk about sports on the Made podcast because sometimes
I can't put my feet on my own table.
you guys go off on a tangent and don't shut up about sports. So get off.
Right.
Leave it out of the normal viewers. Yeah,
I think it'll be a good idea. Why don't we just jump into it? We'll talk about opening night was Thursday night.
Do you even have the schedule pulled up?
You can clearly see it is.
Opening night was the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs hosting the Baltimore Ravens in Arrowhead, a game that I think was highly anticipated, and I don't really think lived up to the hype, to be honest. Usually you see kind of a Super Bowl hangover, and I think a lot of people were kind of assuming the Chiefs to not come out so hot. Fucking Travis Kelce was traveling the world with his gumad with Taylor Swift. He was all over the world performing in the concerts. Mahomes was out and about. I think a lot of people thought the Chiefs wouldn't hit the ground running, but they sure did with Xavier Worthy opening the score, right? I think he had the opening touchdown.
Yeah.
Ran that in. Looked like a mini Tyreek Hill. I don't remember the whole course of the game, but he ended up grabbing a second one, obviously, and the Chiefs held on by a toe, right?
Yeah. I like to preface everything Ange says with a grain of salt.
Why?
He says very hyperbolic things.
I like that. That's why I'm the host.
Yeah.
I like winging it.
No, honestly, I thought the Chiefs would be better off than they were last year. I was listening to this other sports thing, and it said like their offense was really constipated last year because they like their depth of target was like really shallow or whatever.
But that's, I mean, they didn't. It's what they fucking.
No, but I think they would have been better now having like, someone who's going to stretch the field innately, even if he's not good, which I don't think he's good.
Who?
Even if he's
Worthy?
Not good. What?
Worthy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he's just fast. He still opens up space. You know, it's like Steph Curry opening space, even though he's just there.
Well, yeah.
Like
Let me look. He had 2 receptions, 47 yards, and a touchdown, and then 1 rush for 21 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't.
3 touches, 2 touchdowns.
And I think
60
the end
yards,
around is a cheesy play. No one knows is coming
Exactly.
yet. I mean, they did the same thing with Jameson Williams in the NFC Championship.
Yeah, you get good blockers. It's a fast player. They're fucking gone, or at least get at least 34 yards.
The hole has to be there for about like 5 seconds, and if he just hits it, he should be all the way up.
I think Mahomes played an okay game. Yeah. Nothing special at all.
I think
he did what he needed to, really. Bad pick.
I think my biggest disappointment with this game was the usage of Derrick Henry. I thought it was stupid. And then
Very weird. They slammed him in the first quarter.
Right.
Well, the coach came out afterwards and he was like, if you think we're going to be running the Derrick Henry before 20 times a game, that's not happening. I was like,
why not?
Would you rather get your quarterback hurt?
Yeah, you rushed Lamar 16 times. I understand 7.6 yards per fucking carry.
Oh, he went off.
Which is great. He had a good game. But I mean, I just don't understand the point of saying that when it's like
there were better options, or there were options in times of the game where they could have probably better used Derrick Henry. At least don't abandon. Like, they didn't abandon the run game as a whole.
We did not turn the fan on, huh? That would have been a good one.
Turn it on.
They did not.
Yeah, I thought it would be kind of stupid I don't know what his contract was, but if you let who was it left? The Patrick Queen left, I think.
Yes.
If you let Patrick Queen walk, I'm imagining it was a contract issue, and you take in Derrick Henry just to rush the ball 13 times a game, and I mean you get the free touchdown. I think he's gonna get a lot of touchdowns.
That was my takeaway, actually. Now that you bring up Patrick Queen leaving, I thought Roquan Smith kind of got dragged all over the field.
He did.
Yeah,
that's
did.
rough.
He looked well out of sorts. But even that being said, I mean, Baltimore was right in this game, right up until the end, obviously. I think if they had played a cleaner first half, they nick it.
Oh,
at the
100%.
end. I don't even think they would have needed the touchdown the way that they needed it at the end.
Right.
I
No,
think they
yeah.
might have been playing with the lead. But I remember Lamar, I think, didn't really connect well with Bateman a couple times.
At all.
Got
There were a
targeted.
couple deep passes he missed on, yeah.
Obviously, there was a lot made of that throw in the back of the end zone, too, to Flowers. Some people said he missed on it. Others said that it wasn't even intended for Flowers. So, I don't know. Baltimore has a little bit of work to do, but you can definitely see they obviously have the pieces of a contending team. I think.
Yeah, I mean, in the rematch, they should probably be a bit better. You know, there are a lot more moving pieces, I guess, for them.
In
Like
my mind, this is basically. I think both teams won the game. Like in my mind, like I don't even see this as a Ravens
both
loss.
the
teams can
fact
be
that the
positive.
Ravens stayed in it like this and they didn't
not
play
even
that well.
I mean, in my mind, the Ravens basically won the game.
How so?
They had a wide open Zay Flowers. They missed on a miscommunication.
They could have. Yeah, they could have.
And
It could have easily been
by
honestly, they could have won by
literally
like
a
10.
toe.
Yeah.
They don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, listen.
I mean, I understand they lost the game, but morale-wise, they won the game. In my mind,
This was
and
probably
they played sloppy.
it was a good loss.
I mean, even on the first like couple possessions, they had like 5 penalties on that misalignment thing.
Yeah, they needed.
And I'm pretty sure in every other game on Sunday, there might have been only 3 calls with the misalignment.
Yeah, it's gonna be ticky tacky. Depends on the officiating crew,
And
really.
it's so stupid.
And sometimes they just won't fucking call it at all. They'll just do it 2 or 3 times and be like, "We're overkilling it," and then leave
stupid.
it.
I think this is a win for both teams.
I think so too. I think
they have
for
both
me,
have a lot of momentum going
For me
forward.
personally, Lamar, you need to work on your passing, buddy. I'm sorry.
Played good.
Too many. It doesn't matter. My thing is like, great, you had 122 yards on the ground. Congratulations. But when you needed to throw the ball in the big moments, you overthrew it and threw a bad pass.
Right. No,
and even to like with Bateman, like he had a couple times he was wide open down the field. He underthrew him.
Right, but then he makes the play to Likely. So
What was it? What even was that play?
it was at the end of the game. It was a good throw
The one where he didn't.
catch it. But
That wasn't a good throw.
Well, he caught it,
He was
didn't he?
butt naked, booty naked, wide open.
He was not wide
He
open.
threw it too high. That's why he didn't catch it.
He literally was not wide open. There was literally a guy on him. That's
pull it
what,
up.
I know. He's going to pull it up, but he's going to see that he was literally. Why would he be facing the back of the end zone if he was open?
We can't show this on the camera.
Oh, and it's a guy right in
unfortunately.
his face in the thumbnail, bitch.
He threw it too high for him. That's the
No,
whole
I think he
thing.
put it in the right place.
We're watching it
right now.
Lamar scrambling, throws it deep.
He puts it perfect. That's where he has to put it.
He's very much so open.
There's no one in the face. He's got 2 guys on him.
Michael,
Back it up so we can. That ball's perfectly where it needs to be,
brother. That's
You
too
can't put the ball
high.
anywhere else.
That's too high,
bro. He's
how high
not
off the ground
even
he is.
off the ground.
brother. That's
That's a
too high.
pedestrian distance off the ground.
It's a
For me,
little
that's
high.
That is 10 inches off the ground.
That's a bit too high. He could have placed it a little bit better.
He wasn't even outstretched. He was here.
He easily could have placed
Oh,
that better.
brother.
We're splitting hairs. He easily could have.
We're splitting hairs. It was a good throw.
He easily could have placed it.
It was a good throw.
If it was a good throw, he would have caught him.
It was a good throw, and he should have caught it.
But yeah, I think I agree with Mike. There's definitely things for both teams to be positive here with.
Oh, 100%.
Likely.
Chiefs start out 1-0,
I'm just sick of Lamar and his throwing ability or lack thereof.
and we'll see. We'll move on to the next contest. This was in Brazil.
Preface for everyone, didn't watch this game at all.
It was the Eagles-Packers.
It was very weird.
It was a weird game. It was back and forth.
I heard the turf was ass.
Everyone was slipping.
Yep.
Saquon's first 2 carries, double slips, back to back out to
Turf
go.
was
He's
pretty
cooked.
bad. I think they're lucky nobody got.
Yeah, no non-contact.
There wasn't any non-contact.
Non-contact
injury.
injuries, yeah.
I think the 2 storylines, one from the Green Bay side, is obviously Jordan Love goes down.
Yeah.
With a knee injury, some people are trying to argue that it wasn't a football play. I don't know.
I don't understand.
I
that
think it
argument.
was
I think you
fine.
take
thought
it with a
clear
grain
as
of
well.
salt. A guy's trying to make a play, like he's trying to bring the quarterback down.
Like, yeah, quarterback standing up still, you're holding on to his leg. Like, he's not doing the twist or anything like
Right.
that. Like,
Right.
Unfortunate how it happened. Literally, I think there was seconds left in the game. Right.
there was no need for him to.
So it is what it is. I think from a Green Bay perspective, the wide receiver room looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love spread the ball out a lot. Obviously, Jaden Reed ran one in,
4
carried
for
one in.
138 is insane.
Yeah, 4 catches for 138 yards. Dubs catching 4 balls. The tight ends did all right. Not Musgrave.
Watson had another touchdown he dropped too. It's easily could have been a Packers win, to be honest.
Yeah, it was a back and forth game, and then obviously on the Philadelphia side, I mean, Saquon has been absolutely freed. I mean,
Yeah, let's just see how that one works out. I wasn't too sure how he was going to perform switching teams.
I think he's going to
I think he would do. I think he would do good.
Yeah.
I didn't see him going.
Well, like
crazy.
Swift had 1,000 yards behind that line.
Right.
Saquon Barkley's like maybe 2 tiers above him as a running back.
Right.
Can I
Easy.
do something? Can I give out the first glazed donut
Go ahead.
of the
Yeah,
series?
sure.
I'm giving a glazed donut to Saquon Barkley. I think we watched the Offensive Player of the Year in that game.
Wow.
I believe that.
Offensive player of the year. Right.
3
Okay.
touchdowns. I think the sky's the limit for Saquon. I don't know what
Yeah.
it is for the Eagles, but I mean, talk about having a lot to worry about. I mean, AJ Brown ran a deep one in,
Did you have him as offensive player of the year?
5 catches. No, I had Garrett Wilson.
I hate you so
That's
much.
just not gonna happen.
Okay. You had Garrett Wilson as your offensive player of the year?
Well, I thought the Jets were gonna win 13 games, and now they're.
Right.
Yeah,
We'll get
that's
to it.
like
Right.
ridiculous.
I have an overreaction for that.
Right.
But yeah, I thought Saquon was unbelievable. Hurts had a couple bad picks, but
Yeah,
He's
2
ass
really bad
anyways.
throws.
Yeah,
I think
so that makes
that's
sense.
kind of becoming Hurts' thing. But then he still
Yeah.
throws for 278.
I was going to say, he cleaned it up.
threw 2 touchdowns. I think it all kind of hinges on the play of Hurts. I'm going to be honest. I feel like
Yeah.
he kind of let it go. I think he kind of let go of the rope at the end of last season. There was a
He's
lot
their
of,
limiting factor by
Yeah,
far.
he
I
was
think
never.
You can't point to anything else.
there was a lot of turmoil.
Maybe their defense a little bit, but
Yeah, a lot of turmoil in the dressing room. People were kind of calling for Sirianni's head.
Yeah, I mean, I
But
think
they're off with the win. We'll see how hot the seat gets because
he's gone if they
really
lose. I don't
crawled
think.
out of last season.
Yeah.
Went
Yeah.
to Tampa and just kind of fell over. So
If they don't have a good year,
see.
people are having Super Bowl shouts with them. Sirianni's gone.
yeah,
I like. So Hurts, his running ability is completely gone. I don't know what happened, but
Yeah.
from a couple seasons ago to now, like he's just cannot run the ball anymore. I don't know what it is. Maybe just like a bit more, like mindful. Like maybe I'm
Cautious.
not trying to get hurt.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then the picks. That's just he's never been a spectacular thrower of the ball, in my opinion.
yeah.
I never thought so either.
But yeah, I thought they looked good. I still feel all right about my pick for them to win the Super Bowl.
Eagles.
see.
Well, I wanted to say I think the Packers are cooked.
Well,
That's fair. I mean, we'll see with Jordan Love.
with Jordan
I
Love,
think
they
they were
have Malik
saying,
Willis. I don't know.
Well, they're on IR. Malik Willis has never thrown a touchdown.
Yeah.
I don't think he's
they're-
run one in.
Technically, Jordan Love is questionable for
And-
this week.
Well,
Like
he's
they're not ruling him out yet, which
I
is
saw- I'll be
insane.
I'll be 100% with you. He's not playing.
No, he's not playing, but, like,
can you
maybe
look
the
up
injury's
Green
not
Bay
as bad.
schedule real quick? Listen,
Yeah,
if
that's
your team
interesting. Who
falls
they
to
have.
0-2, you're not making the playoffs.
I know they play the Colts.
It's under 10%.
in that division?
It's under 10% chance in the league.
They have the easiest schedule I've ever
So
seen.
they host the
for the
Colts.
next 5 weeks.
I
They
mean, that's
lose
not
versus the
bad.
Colts. They could beat Tennessee.
They go to Tennessee. They host Minnesota. They go
Lose
to
to the
LA.
Colts.
It's
What the
tough.
fuck?
If you
They
can
lose.
get-
They have Malik Willis.
If you can
Jordan
be-
Love's not playing.
If you can be 2-3,
They
and get
could win
out of
that game though.
They're going to be 0-2 to start, though.
They could definitely they could beat all these teams up until the Rams. So I think
but they're not making the
offensively, they're gonna
playoffs
overpower.
unless the Bears are actually stinky duper.
Well,
Stinky
we'll
doopy
get to that as
bird.
well.
We'll see. They might be.
I think
But
they're
yeah.
cooked.
Moving
cooked
on
watch.
to Sunday's slate of games. This was I think a surprising result, a bit of an upset. The Steelers
Right.
went into Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And
A
they
happy
won.
upset. A very happy upset.
The Falcons did not look good.
Man, this is what I was hoping for.
Oh my god.
Falcons, they're ass.
Okay,
They've always
honestly,
been ass.
The Falcons didn't look terrible. Kirk
What?
Cousins
Oh.
looked bad. Like
Yeah.
I was seeing film after the dude could like not step into any of his
I
throws.
think he had 90% of his snaps in shotgun.
Yeah.
No 3-step drops, no play
Explain that to
action.
me. What does that mean?
So
He's
like,
like-
I know what
not under the
shotgun
center,
is, but,
yeah.
like, what is that saying?
For his
Like, there's no
Achilles
play
doesn't have to
action.
do the step back
Yeah.
or like move around as much.
So like
Gotcha. Yeah.
a
lot less mobile.
yeah.
yeah. He can't move. He's
Which,
not
like-
he's not like has like no
And you know
velocity
something?
on
I
his
think
ball
Kirk
'cause he can't
Cousins
step into it.
kind of gets a little bit of a mulligan. I think if Aaron Rodgers wasn't a better quarterback, tearing his Achilles, like obviously the focus would be heavier on Cousins.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are forgetting like he had the same injury.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
let's not sugarcoat it. And now he's in a new team. I'm not sure what his preseason camp could have looked like, but it didn't look like they had a lot of chemistry. Kyle Pitts truthers feel a little better,
Better. Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
because he had a decent game.
I think he's all right.
But I don't know the Falcons. We'll
Didn't
see.
think it that crazy.
I think the other thing
326 and a
encouraging-
touchdown.
I think the
Scored.
other encouraging
Yeah.
thing
Scored.
is if you look at the box score now, probably like 85% of the runs were by Bijan Robinson.
Oh,
I think that was something a lot of people said last year. Right?
Clear
Arthur
difference.
Smith
Yeah.
Not really getting the ball to the prominent weapons in the offense, but I mean, it was an Arthur Smith revenge game by all accounts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it seems like not much has changed. I mean, they gave it to Bijan. They fucking gave it to Ray McLeod.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very.
I mean, what was that about?
Very random.
Yeah.
Now,
I was seeing like Darnell Mooney, for example. He ran 100% of the routes. They just weren't getting open. I guess he came out after the game and said the type of defense they were playing, like, he just didn't open up much downfield. So that's why a lot of stuff was going shorter.
And I'll give that to them. Like, the Steelers' defense is probably a top 5 defense.
Oh, they're good.
TJ Watt lived in the backfield.
Watt was, oh my God, he
basically got 2 forced fumbles.
They robbed him of that one.
That was crazy. They called it offsides. I thought he was completely onside.
He timed that like perfectly, literally.
Yeah, I think he had a fumble. He had a forced fumble, a fumble recovery.
Yeah.
How many sacks did he have? Or just the 1 sack?
2, 1.
1 sack, yeah.
1 sack.
But yeah, the Steelers, they
pressure
looked
probably
tough.
a shit ton.
I think was there a pick 6 in this game?
No. There was only field goals. 6 field goals.
That's right.
It was all
6
field
field
goals,
goals. 6 field
I
goals,
saw on Twitter Broncos fans were saying like, damn, we really gave away this DB like for nothing, but I didn't know what its name was. I don't know if you guys know ball like that, but anyway, whoever had the pick.
Did they have Minka? Wait, to who?
To the Broncos?
Like, what team is he
The
on?
Steelers.
The Steelers? Minka was already there,
Broncos
was
gave
he?
Who had
away?
an interception?
Oh,
Look at the
it was
box.
one person had an interception?
That's what I saw.
Well, I'm glad they didn't put interceptions on this.
I keep scrolling down. Maybe no. All right. Oh, down. No, keep going.
Pittsburgh interception.
Oh, shit.
Dante Jackson.
Is that
He was
who
on
it
the
is?
Broncos, yeah.
Yeah, apparently he's like halfway decent, and people were kind of pissed they let him go.
2018 round.
We'll see. I think it's the Mike Tomlin
I
effect,
don't know.
right? He's always got a pretty stout defense. They look like they're not going to be a fun team to play.
Hope I'm
and
lying
I think
about that.
we'd be doing Justin Fields an injustice by not bringing his name up because obviously he had to start.
Yeah, Justin Fields.
I don't think
Who
you're giving
knows
him
if he-
injustice.
Who knows how prepared he was if he knew
He
he
had
was gonna
14
start.
rushes?
Obviously,
Holy
it looks like Russ has a lingering calf injury,
Yep.
is it? Ankle injury.
Yeah, calf.
They're saying Fields is going to start week 2. I mean, these are 2 huge games for Fields. If he can do anything really that can,
He just keeps doing what he's doing.
yeah. I mean,
Look, he doesn't listen.
they're
listen.
winning games.
I think
Tom-
he's. I think
Tomlin-
he's cooked.
Tomlin
regardless,
strikes. You think so? Tomlin
7 of
strikes me at
23.
they'll 7 to 23.
17.
17 to 23.
Oh, Jesus! No, I think
That's great.
they're gonna just go with Russ when he's healthy.
I don't
anyway.
think they are.
Look,
I
I
don't-
mean, they're
What did
playing-
he do?
He only has to game manage. As long as he game manages and
yeah,
not
but you don't
turns
want
the ball
you don't
over.
want someone to game manage. You want to win
But
games.
he can catch a groove. If you keep going back and forth switching fucking QBs,
I'm
you're
gonna
like,
be
this one
real,
sucks,
right?
This one sucks, this
If
one
they
sucks.
didn't have,
you need to have some.
TJ Watt was out this week, they're losing this game.
But they
No
have to-
shit. I mean,
they
if
have to
fucking
do it.
if Jefferson was out, they fucking Vikings
No,
lose.
I'm not saying that. I'm
saying that.
offensively they didn't do enough. So I'm
Right.
saying if the defense
Right.
didn't carry,
Right.
they were fucked.
Well, listen, what you have to
And
think
that's
is
what happens with
they
bad
got,
QB play.
They got in field goal range 6 times.
I think is yeah. I think
and they
it's-
weren't able to punch it in. That's
Right,
not
but
great.
they
I think
got
it's-
there 6 times,
I think
more
it's-
than the Falcons.
Yeah.
Do they have a better offense than the Falcons?
No, they don't. They have a better defense than the Falcons' offense. And that's
Right,
the issue.
but they got to the red zone more times.
that doesn't. We watched the game. He didn't. Do
I'm just
much.
saying,
I
Kirk
think
Cousins.
it's-
Who played better
they
in
have-
this game, Kirk Cousins or Justin Fields?
Stop. They
Justin
had.
Fields.
Stop. They had
I'm
a
just saying.
passing chart. Nothing went to the middle of the field. It was all like
Yeah,
10
his
yards and under
passing
on the
I saw that.
outside.
I saw that too.
That you don't win games like that.
Well, they did.
Nah,
You don't consistently win games like that, and that's
Wow,
the
I'll have to
issue.
find out, I guess.
we'll
Russ
see. Well,
Russ at least will like.
No, he doesn't. I've seen his passing yard from last year.
Russ
He's
has a-
ass in the middle field. He can't
Russ
see
has
shit.
Russ has a better arm though.
Oh, Russ had a better arm. Okay.
Like he's
Well,
able to
Justin
get
Fields
the ball
played
out
better
to
than
more
Kirk
players.
Cousins. Next.
I don't know. I
think we'll have
don't
to
see
watch
Fields
that
doing.
I'm
much.
happy I sold Jalen Warren. I'm thinking he's gonna get fucking any
He'll be
touches.
back.
Cordell
He was just
Patterson's
coming
an
off
absolute
the-
domestic terrorist.
He was coming off the injury. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Move on.
Next game on Sunday, we had the Bills playing host to the Cardinals in Buffalo. Pretty interesting game. I think the Cardinals got out to, was it a 17-point lead at one point in the
Yep.
game?
17.
Yeah,
and
probably.
Buffalo scored 10 in the
17, yeah.
second.
And yeah, Buffalo kind of caught fire in the second half and came back and won the game. Josh Allen looked pretty
Overrated.
Yeah.
He looked overrated, right?
Said
I
that.
think so. I think he
Oh,
looked
okay.
Voted
pretty-
most overrated player.
I think he looked pretty good.
That
Was
was
he?
crazy. Yes.
Considering the cast
By the
he had
players.
around him.
It's insane.
James Cook seems to be like a league winner in fantasy. I thought he was
Yep.
excellent. Obviously, we've already watched their Thursday night game
Yep.
against the Dolphins, which I
Truther.
think we'll
Love
talk
James
about
Cook.
later. But yeah, Bills are now 2-0. They looked shaky to start this game, and the Bills haters like myself who think that they're going to win under 8.5 games were feeling pretty good about this one. I was feeling pretty good. I said, look, guys, the defense doesn't look that good. I don't know about the offense. And then they were their usual selves. I think Josh Allen, he's going to have to play absolutely lights out, I think, in most of these games for them to win because, 28 points from Arizona. They barely used Marvin Harrison, which I think was the big talking point
that was
from
the big
their
one.
side. I know Kyler came out and was like, look, it's not my job to get the ball in his hands. Like, fucking sometimes the game's scripted, blah, 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 blah. Like, I trust my coach, blah, blah, blah. I think people were trying to make a little too much of it, but
I think he probably just got literally annoyed with everyone being like, bro, come on, Marvin Harris, like it's whatever, bro.
Oh,
they
shit,
won the
I
game.
forgot to say, Falcons are cooked, by the way.
For what?
I forgot who they play next, but they're cooked. I think they play the Eagles next. They're cooked.
maybe.
Sunday, I think it's Monday Night Football. They play the Eagles. They're cooked. They're cooked. They're 0-2. They're cooked.
We'll see. We'll get to
maybe
it.
Kirk can place his feet down.
Watch
Greg
out
Dortch.
for Greg Dortch.
Greg Dortch truthers and Ray Davis truthers. Stand up.
He could be a waiver wire pickup.
Stand
for those
up.
of you in fantasy.
Greg Dortch.
Flex play this week.
Leave him there, please. He's going to do you nothing but wrong.
MVP winner.
What do you think about Arizona? You think they win some games?
Yeah, they do. I think they could have won this game. They just kind of faltered at the end, but that's just about. They'll be able to put a full game together soon.
They're on cooked watch.
Why?
They're on cooked.
They're cooked watch. If you go 0-2, I think you're cooked. They play the Rams
Anybody?
next.
This isn't college football.
They play the Rams next.
That's a winnable game.
Whoever loses that game is cooked.
3 home games in a row though coming up. It's not bad.
Detroit, cooked. Their next win might be Washington if they don't win this week.
What is you with 2 games? They're cooked.
It's
a long fucking
lose
season.
2 games, it's under
It's
like
a long
10%.
season.
It's under 10%. You go to the
It's a
playoffs.
long fucking season, bro.
And in the 17-game stretch, only 2 teams have done it.
That's funny.
So
If you lose 2 games, you go 0-2 to start.
you start 0-2.
Oh, okay.
No, if you lose 2 games, you're not making the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what the fuck are you saying?
If you start 0-2, you have less than a 10% chance to make the playoffs.
Okay, that's fine.
So think about it.
Multiple teams start 0-2.
Let's move.
no,
in your division.
No, it's not how that works.
That would literally be how it works.
Except they don't because they play each other.
Moving on.
Well, I said if.
That's not a possibility.
Yeah.
This is the first and last episode of this one.
Moving on. We had Titans Bears. Probably the worst game. To
Up
be
there.
honest, of the weekend. I thought it was absolutely.
I think we can
terrible
fly
to
through this
watch.
one. This shit was ass.
Caleb
Caleb
Williams
Williams,
looked
brother.
pretty
Bust?
lackluster. Probably the worst he could have played. To be honest, I think.
Well,
to start his campaign.
no picks. Could have been a lot
picks,
worse.
No picks.
No touchdowns either.
Could've been a lot
Levis-
worse.
Levis
Not 100
threw a
yards,
touchdown.
under 50% completion.
Well,
Right.
I saw somebody say, looking at like the film, his second half was like a lot better. Like he was
his
making
first
the
half
right.
was probably ass.
It was awful. But the second half they said he was actually making the right throws. He was going through his progressions well.
Yeah.
It's a rookie quarterback. First game usually don't play well.
Yeah, they typically.
Right, except he was supposed to be fucking generational.
Yeah, but everyone's gonna have growing pains going to the NFL. It's a whole different beast.
He wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
He wasn't supposed to, but I'm
Cam
telling
Newton
you,
didn't have
that
it.
O line also wasn't supposed to be blocking like that.
They fucking ass.
No, they got they got 2 guys on that line that are not supposed to be doing that bad. Like it was
I
surprising
told you they're going to be ass, and they were ass.
because the Titans pass rush isn't that great,
Titans have a good D-line.
but it's not like that great. Like they were in the backfield a lot.
Because they're good.
Yeah, he kind of had to scramble around a lot. And I thought the Titans were going to pull this one out, and then they absolutely shit their pants in the second half. No points on the board in the second half. It was 17-3 going into halftime. They gave up the 14-point lead. Levis obviously threw one of the worst picks of the season, I think.
Dropped to his knees.
It's going to go down as he tried to extend the play. He a little whoop, flipped it right to the Bears. They ran it in for the touchdown, pick 6. And then the game was pretty much over from there. I mean, I don't think the Titans really have anything to be excited about. Calvin Ridley didn't do much. Pollard looked okay.
Pollard truthers, stand up.
Pollard
I'm a
looked okay.
Pollard
I think he
truther.
might be kind of fantasy relevant.
He is fantasy relevant. He's going to be a top 10 back this year, I got him.
Stop it.
Top 10 back this year. Him and James Conner, top 10 back.
But we'll move. I don't think there's anything else to
Jesus.
talk about in this game other than the fact that I think
They didn't run the ball at all, the Bears.
the Bears, yeah.
Bears had one of the best running games last year. Probably could have been because Justin Fields is a big part of that. But I think Swift is dog water, so that tracks. But I do think the Titans have a really good run defense, so I'll give them a break.
Yeah, they probably were just like, we're not even going to
The
fucking try
Bears
this shit
also
out.
had like the least explosive offense in the league in this week 1,
Which
which
is
is of an
interesting,
overblown
right?
stat.
I was
but
going to say, yeah,
still.
it's a nothing burger so far.
The only thing I wanted to say about that game, too, is I think
And no play action.
I
Basically,
think
no play action.
Keenan Allen's
Weird
a little
crazy.
banged up. I think Odunze's out for week 2.
Yeah.
Him and Keenan are both questionable.
They have
at
a
least.
huge game. I think they're playing Sunday Night Football against Houston, and I think it's
winnable.
in Chicago. It's their home opener.
The Bears?
Yeah,
They're
I believe
cooked.
so.
It's winnable.
Can you
It's
fact
winnable.
check
Oh,
that,
shit, they
please?
won. Sorry. It is. You're right. Sunday Night Football, yeah.
I think it's their home opener. So all
At the
eyes
Bears?
are going to be on cable.
No, it's at Houston.
At Houston. That's
Oh,
what
it's
he said.
at Houston.
They're cooked.
I don't.
It's winnable. That is a very winnable game.
I don't know.
That's
Papa.
crazy. How is that?
We'll see. We'll talk about Houston next. I think that's the next game on the slate. Oh no, it's not.
No, it's
our
not.
Patriots. We'll
Yeah.
talk about them first.
Another dog shit game.
Yeah, they're eating the.
Don't act like this game was entertaining in any matter.
They're eating
Defensively,
the cats.
that was yeah,
No,
dude.
it was not. Yeah, they're eating cats
They're
in Cincinnati.
eating the cats in
It's
Ohio.
them. They're doing it.
It was the Gerard Mayo.
Bro, this
I
was a
think he
good game to
coached-
watch.
I think Mayo pitched a perfect game.
Dude, you're a hater.
I think the defense looked great. Patriots probably
it was-
have a top 5 defense.
Easily.
It could be up there. I
Other than
also think the
that-
Bengals are ass and they're dog water, not making the playoffs. And I think they're
give them
cooked.
the fucking credit.
I'll put you
Give
cooked.
them the,
The
fucking
Bengals
credit.
are
Hey,
cooked.
we're not doing this just saying the fucking team was ass because the Patriots won.
No, I'm
Give
just
them
telling
fucking
you.
credit,
I
buddy.
said it before the season.
Yeah,
How are you gonna say that? I said it before the season. I'm making
They
the playoffs.
get the fucking
He did say
credit.
that. He did say
They get the
That was
credit,
that was
buddy.
my bold take. I don't think the Bengals make the playoffs at all. I said
Really
they're never
quickly-
getting back to the Super Bowl. Not Joe Burrow's ass.
We're gonna make
but
a
I
lot
think-
of teams look like ass.
And as we see, Zach Moss and Chase Brown, dog water. Dog water.
Ooh, you overreacting, motherfucker.
Chase Brown 3 carries in the game.
You're
dog
supposed to give
water.
overreactions later.
I was on overreactions. These are stats. Joe Burrow
Christ.
had more rushes than him, and he rushed better. Oh my God! Chase Brown's dog water. Punt returner of the year.
I don't think
Apparently,
you're making it more than 3
Oh, my
episodes with
God.
this motherfucker
I
rambling.
don't-
Anyways.
I don't like Mike when he.
Oh my God! He doesn't even know what he's talking about.
I have a glazed donut to give out.
You get multiple?
you
To who?
glazing?
This-
Oh.
No, there's only one person you glaze
Yo,
here.
I was gonna say, yeah.
They're gonna start.
All right.
They're gonna start calling me Krispy Kreme.
Jesus Christ.
I have a glazed donut. I have to give a glazed donut to Ramondre Stevenson. I thought he was unbelievable. to be
All right.
honest. He had some big runs to help
He
them win
did.
the game. Some big third down conversions. 25 carries, 120 yards at a touchdown. 118 yards after contact.
That's actually crazy.
Did you know that?
I think there's 2 ways to look at that. I don't really know how they ran them. If it was just up the gut or if it was like power. Oh, I don't know.
They usually
but-
don't run them outside, if we're being honest.
Okay, so my 2 caveats with this game, I think the Bengals are dog water. I think their defense is dog water. I know the defense has 1 player on it, Trey Hendrickson. He's the only pass rush.
Okay, but like
He's the name a corner.
our offense is so bad
Name a corner.
that doesn't matter.
Name one.
Our offense
I'm
is
not
so
saying.
bad.
I'm
that
not
doesn't
saying. I'm
matter.
not saying your offense is good. I'm saying just name a corner. Name a linebacker. Name anyone outside of Trey Hendrickson.
Logan Wilson.
You
Cam
look
Taylor
down
Britt
the fucking
is
list,
good.
bitch.
Von
You can't
Bell's
look
good.
down the list. I didn't say they were bad. I said
Mike
you couldn't
Hilton's
name
good,
them.
too. They
You
actually-
couldn't
they
name them
don't have
without
a
looking at the
bad
list.
defense, to be
Fuckwad.
honest.
They have an awful defense.
Look, I think the Bengals are in trouble too. We'll talk about the
They're gonna have a
Bengals.
bottom 10 defense.
A lot of people were talking about the health of Joe Burrow. I think there's some concerns about Joe Burrow's wrist.
His wrist.
I don't know how
was there?
much there is to read into it. Now, obviously, there was that clip going around of him trying to pick up his Gatorade water
I
bottle.
saw that. Yeah.
Picking it up weird. I think
I thought it was
people are
fine.
just trying to
They're
thought it was
finding
okay.
trying to
stuff.
find
Still
Yeah.
something
confused
to
by that.
talk about. But offensively, there's question marks. They're saying now that T. Higgins might be faking his hamstring injury.
Really?
Yeah, he came with the thing saying that. I don't know why they think he's faking it. He got
weird.
paid.
And,
What's the issue?
It's very weird. Jamar Chase obviously hasn't been paid
Dog
yet.
water.
But I think this all hinges on Joe Burrow. There's been a lot of talk made of Burrow, and people are giving him a lot of
mean,
mulligans. and
Now,
We got to be a little bit. We got to
do
be
have
fair.
to be a little critical of Joe Burrow. 'Cause
We
he
do,
has-
but like
he's
this
been
game,
pretty bad.
This
This
game,
game's-
they went against a great defense. 1,
You have to
2.
win this
It's
game.
just Jamar Chase. Andre Yosovas, he didn't do shit last year.
right.
That's
Breakout year.
Look, but
and
this-
he has a number 1
listen,
corner in
look,
Christian
but-
Gonzalez on him. That's
Let's be
a
real
tough game.
too. They basically win this game. They fumbled on the 1 yard line and some fucking dumbass
But they
tight end.
didn't, dude. But they didn't win.
I know, but they basically won. It's like the Ravens.
It,
They fumbled on the 1
they
yard
easily
line.
could have won. They easily
And
could
they
have won.
flip it and get a
can I
touchdown
tell,
off
Can
that.
I tell you why it's not like the Ravens though? Because the Ravens actually have a lot to be positive about. The Bengals.
No, right. No, you're right.
The Bengals
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
going to go
No,
into Kansas
yeah.
City next week. and lose.
Morale-wise, not a win, but the
they
score does not show the game.
They shit the
Yeah,
bed and they could have easily
yeah,
won this. Yeah,
yeah.
they could have won by 2 times. We got a pick late.
Right.
I think the Bengals are cooked too.
No, they're definitely
they
cooked.
go to Kansas City next week. They're going to lose.
Honestly,
They go to Kansas
I
City
would,
next week?
I
Go
would
to
not
Kansas
be.
City
I would not be surprised.
Winnable.
I would not be surprised whatsoever if they won that game.
They used to
not at
go
all.
Arrowhead.
Would not be
Oh my
surprised.
God. No, they're
I
off.
think
They're
losing
dog
by, like,
water.
21.
If-
Get to it.
I think
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'll save that for the projections for next week. Keep
Keon
going.
White, shout out Keon
What do
White,
you
shout
have
out
to
Christian
say?
Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Two great defensive performances.
And shout out Kyle Duggar for being the locker room
Duggar
guy.
too, yeah.
That was pretty dope, dude.
What did he do in the locker room?
They do that thing. What do they do? They scream. What do they say?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He took over for Matt Slater after
Very
he was
creative, very
left.
creative.
Moving on.
Yeah,
on,
game of the week. One of the game of the weeks in my mind.
We got to start rattling through these.
All right, cops, I'm going, bitch. Come
This
on.
was a box office game.
This was a box office game of
9
shit.
completions for 212 yards from Anthony Richardson and Cannon.
It's actually insane.
I mean, he made one of the
19.
craziest throws in NFL history.
Most likely. Stop this! 68-yard throw.
Off
People
his
in your
back
face,
foot,
bro.
scrambling
He
to
gets
his
so
left
mad. He cannot
in
look at
stride.
excellence and look it in the face.
You said NFL history. That's insane.
That's not insane.
Josh, a lot of people were
That's
saying
not insane.
A lot of people were saying
That's
it.
not insane. And not being hyperbolic in this statement, it's probably a top 10
People
throw
at
of all
home, he's
time.
only saying this because he has Anthony Richardson on his dynasty
It's a
team.
top 10 throw of all time.
If he didn't have him on his dynasty team, he'd be agreeing with
if
me.
you watch that throw, you're like, oh, like the
it's a
camera,
great throw.
You can't see where the camera ends.
That was a great
and
throw.
And you go, oh, it's going to end here, and it just keeps going.
That was a great
like
throw.
It just keeps going. And
I'm
the
not gonna
ball
say that
doesn't
wasn't a
come
great
down
throw.
until it's in his hand.
But the thing is with Anthony Richardson, he's the most hot and cold motherfucker I've ever seen in my life.
He is.
I've never seen him cold. That's crazy.
Yo, the two
And
deep.
if he plays a whole game, I've never seen
two
him cold.
deep misses to
He
who
had
was
a
rookie
couple-
receiver.
He had a couple misses. He should have had Adonai Mitchell.
You know how many
for
points he had?
for at least one touchdown.
He still had 212 yards. Missing
And
those throws. So how was I mean?
they lost the game.
Is
Look,
he?
they win the game if he makes the
inconsistent?
throws.
Yes, but he's always hot. He's always rifling the ball.
What's the matter if you lose?
He's never cold.
What's the matter if you lose?
That was a
I
good game.
feel-
Morale-wise, they won this game in my mind.
I was gonna say I feel really
So,
good.
Technically, they did
I feel
lose
really
at
good.
home. They did lose at home, which is bad
No, it's fine.
morale-wise.
They're gonna go to Houston.
But I
and win.
think this was a very close game. I think divisionally, I think Houston is a better team.
Houston's obviously
I would have thought they won more
by more.
by more. Just looking at like stats of like Joe Mixon, like looking at the stat sheet, you would think, oh my god, they fucking trampled the Colts.
Yeah.
Diggs caught a pair of touchdowns, 33 yards. Nico
Yeah.
Collins had a pretty big day. Stroud's got a lot of mouths to feed in that offense. I think he did it pretty well.
I think so, too.
I think he was 24 of what was it?
Let's scroll up a little bit.
24 of
32,
It's not
yeah.
terrible. 234 yards. Obviously, I said the 2 completions in the end zone to Diggs. I can't wait for them to play the second round of this game. It's going to be fun.
I think Joe Mixon's going to be a league winner. I think Joe Mixon's ADP, wherever he was fucking
You were
drafted, probably
saying
third
that,
round or
yeah.
something like that. Fourth round, maybe.
Look, if he's going to get
I think
30 carries a game.
I think the Bengals might be be really regretting letting him fucking walk. I can't imagine his contract was that fruitful. And I feel bad for every dynasty owner who has fucking Damian Pierce. You got absolutely shafted.
Well, I mean-
2 years ago, he was starting back. Last year, you go, what the hell's happening? This year, he's fucking nothing.
Well, he was after last year. He was.
It was that's so sad.
I
feel
like
bad
Joe
for those
Mixon.
people.
He's definitely. I don't think he's. He does this
What
every
do you
year.
do? Look at those nuts.
No,
I
but
know,
he does this
I
every
know,
year. He'll
I know,
have one
I
or
know.
two games where he goes
I know,
off,
but
and then
what
he'll
are you
go
guys-
back to regular
I
Joe
know.
Mixon.
No, I know. But I
yeah.
just think this team is set up.
They
defensive.
Are. I have them.
They're
coming
not
out-
bad defensively,
I, do have
I
them
don't
coming
think.
out of the AFC.
Right.
I don't know.
I think the score to the Colts being 27 is just because divisional week 1 and away game.
Yeah,
I
teams
think
are still trying to
if
work
they
things
play the
out.
Colts like at Texans or something like that, I think the score would have been like way different.
Have they played? Did they play Anthony Richardson last year? Even before he got hurt.
He might have got hurt in that game. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think they did. I want to say they didn't. But anyways, going on to the next one.
Moving
Jags,
right
Dolphins.
along.
Surprising good game.
Yeah, we had
Good game.
Miami hosting the Jags, a game that Miami came out very slow in. They weren't their usual selves. I think
was
Miami
weird.
usually starts the season off pretty hot. I mean, Tua threw for 338. I mean, they were slinging the ball around. But yeah, they ended up pulling it out, I think, by a field goal at the end of the game. Honestly, I don't really have much to say about the Jags. I don't really care for the Jags at all.
Yeah, me
Right.
either.
Nobody that really excites me.
Right.
I think we were saying this is a huge year for Trevor Lawrence.
True. I mean, I think in my mind, it's a break it year.
Yeah.
Not that he'd be a bust, but he will not. I don't think he deserves like a super max contract like all the fucking.
I don't
dudes are
think so
getting.
either. But they're low key gonna have to pay him.
I know they're locally going to have to get him. Hey, shout out Tank Bigsby truthers. Maybe Travis Etienne should have been traded away. Maybe some dynasty owners know what they're talking about.
Not bad.
complete gamble. No, there's no. I don't think there's any truth to
They split carries.
I understand they split
said-
carries,
they said that they
but-
were going to split carries this year.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Anyways,
But yeah, rookie to watch, Brian Thompson Jr. That's your guy. Caught
that's
a
my
touchdown.
dude.
He's
yeah,
good,
caught
yeah.
a tutty. That was a nice fucking touchdown.
I mean,
Look,
he had one of the better weeks.
Rookie debuts.
Wide receivers. Yeah.
Honestly, I think he was one of the best rookies on the fucking tape outside of linemen or something, defensive players. I don't know fucking anything.
Yep,
but
he looked pretty good.
Trevor Lawrence make plays. I don't think he literally pulled it together for a full game.
Yeah.
I think he can, just not consistently.
Yeah.
I think he can. I've just never seen it.
I think from a Miami standpoint, should we talk about the Tyreek Hill news now?
Might as well, yeah.
Might as well. Now, obviously, Tyreek Hill was pulled over. I think he was going 150. I don't.
No, he was only going
100. It
No.
didn't even look like 100. They showed the video.
He wasn't going 100. That was false.
Yeah, that's
what
they said. They clocked him at going 50 or 60 or something like that.
That was it.
He was going 10 over, I think.
Oh my
That's what
God.
it was. Yeah.
But yeah, obviously that ended more forcefully than it should have. He was in cuffs. I think Calais Campbell was in cuffs.
Right.
I think
Jonnu Smith almost right.
Jonnu Smith was there. Yeah.
at the time.
Where I pick up Jonnu Smith?
At the time of
League winner.
recording, I think the police officer has been put on administrative leave or something. I don't know. I didn't read too much into it. They're calling for his head. Some people.
Tyreek, yeah.
But yeah, Tyreek Hill came in, 7 catches, 130 yards.
Yep.
Caught a touchdown. He had me feeling pretty good about taking him at third in our fantasy football league.
You're fine.
And then obviously Thursday night happened last night, and the future of the Dolphins remains very much up in the air. But we'll get to that eventually, I think.
A-Chain looks.
Yeah, we should shout out Devon A-Chain.
So relevant.
I have no idea what to feel about A-Chain because it's so
what?
It's not
too explosive.
It's not. You can't do that for
handsome?
too long.
He's too cute.
Yeah, one of our friends said he's like, oh, he's too
cute.
Like a regular
He's too
dude.
cute. Sorry, too cute.
No, it's just not.
Let's go to the game of the week.
You can't.
Give me the game of the week.
The mid-sentence, me trying to explain my point.
You showed it. You showed it. Sorry, you got me. You got me in the air.
Goddamn ass fucking Saints beat the Panthers.
Show me the game of the week.
Crazy.
Show me the game of the week right here. Show me the game of the week. I'll break this one down. Panthers dog water. Panthers dog water.
Big whoop.
Miles
Wow.
Sanders ass. Bryce Young ass. Shout out Xavier Legette. Most targets on the team. I take that. That's my boy in Dynasty. Boys showed up. Alvin Kamara.
He had 35
league
yards.
Winner. 7 targets. 7 targets.
Okay.
7 targets. I think Alvin Kamara is going to be a league winner at his ADP. I think, what was he, round 5? He's slandered 24/7.
Like round 4.
I think Chris Olave isn't dog water. I think he's mid. I think he's box water, maybe.
Why?
Not coconut water. I've never had him. I never was on him like that. I think
We're at the top of the Derek Carr cycle.
I think we're at the top of their car cycle.
And it's all comes down.
He is my glazed donut of the week. He's my cinnamon bun of the week. He's my Auntie Annemie's glazed donut fucking pretzel of the week. Let me show you some stats. I'll post some stats here. He's been on a heater. The cycle's been going on for a little long. I'm getting suspicious. So either this coming versus the Cowboys, we'll talk about that later, but we're going to see something. For stats-wise, for the people at home, since week 15 of last season, first completion percentage, 76%.
So 4 games? 15, 16, 17,
5 games.
1.
5 games?
15, 16. You didn't play in the playoffs. 15, 16, 17, 1.
Yeah, all right, you got me. 4 games. 4 games. 76%.
Small sample size, but we'll see.
4 games.
We'll see.
Can't.
A lot of it's dump off
15
to Kamara.
touchdowns.
I was about to say, yeah. He did have
15 touchdowns.
12
First.
catches.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty
Passer rating 129 first.
First? Wow.
EPA. What does EPA stand for? Estimated
Expected
passing yards per
play
attempt
over
or something.
Administration.
I have no idea.
Per dropback, 0.26 tied second. I don't know what that last stat means, but those are pretty good. And I think his picks
Sounds
is like,
good to
I think
me.
he has like 1 pick in the last 4 games.
Yeah, he threw for 3 this game. I think. Yeah, I think they look pretty good. Obviously, the Cowboys is going to be a really fun test. I think. Are you more excited about the Saints' offense after that game or the defense?
No. I have had no worries about the defense.
Right.
I think the defense is going to do what they're going to do.
Yeah.
I'm souped on Chase Young.
Yeah.
I think
actually play well?
Chase
It
Young
was a
had
really nice
7
addition.
pressures. I think.
Oh,
he
that's
was
pretty good.
he was second most to Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence is a fiend. Help that man out. He's trapped in a fucking desert.
Yep. The Honey Badger looked pretty good.
2 QB.
Yeah, I mean, it always looks clean. He's got a forced fumble, and he recovered it too. That was pretty clean.
Yep.
But I think I mean, if the two dog water fucking Achilles quarterbacks don't fucking do anything, I think Chase Young gets like 13 sacks, comeback player of the year. That'd be pretty fucking
13.
sick.
Where'd you
Bro,
get
he had
13
7
from?
pressures.
He got 0 sacks.
Give me something.
Though.
7 pressures.
No
Alante
sacks,
Taylor, sack leader, 3 sacks in this game.
Here's my thing, right? With this game,
That's a quarterback.
This game means absolutely nothing. They might as well just start the week next week.
And you know what? And when we get to the next game, that was a blowout. I'll list on this. Saints, my overreaction to the Super Bowl. Saints to the Super Bowl. It's in New Orleans, and there's a hurricane coming this week. We are going to the Super Bowl if I've ever heard one. Yeah.
You just swim there. All right, next game.
Next game, not a lot to talk about in this one.
I don't even want to pull up the fucking stats.
I honestly don't even know this one.
The Vikings
Don't
won.
even pull
That's
the stats
it.
up.
Yeah.
Vikings won.
Hey, Aaron Jones looked good.
Aaron Jones looked good.
Aaron Jones looked better than I thought he would be.
Malik Neighbors looked all right.
To be honest.
Sam Darnold, not
Sam
that
Darnold,
bad.
Not bad. I think he missed like two throws, I think.
Former first-round pick. He threw a pick, but
Comeback player of the year
Sam
pick.
Darnold?
former first-round pick. He's got
Hey.
something in him, right?
I think the league should implement like most improved player. I think that would help out a lot.
It'd be
I think that'd be a
cool,
lot cooler to look at.
We'll get to
left.
it. Mike just
Christ.
talks too much.
Sorry. All right.
But
yeah,
yeah, the
fucking
Vikings
Vikings.
went into
Yeah, I think
MetLife
they're
and
fine.
Absolutely made a mockery of the Giants. I think they're sick of Daniel Jones. I think this is year 6 of Daniel
Yeah.
Jones.
Yep.
They obviously just paid him. I don't know where they're going to go from here, but I think we're going to see Tommy Cutlets soon. Is he even on their roster?
No, Drew Lock.
Is it?
Oh,
Drew
Yeah,
Lock?
Drew
Tommy
Lock,
Cullins
yeah.
is on the roster, but I think Drew Lock gets it.
Yeah,
He should.
I don't know how much faith they have left in Daniel
What's his
Jones.
name? Daniel Jones put the fries in the bag.
But yeah, moving on. Raiders. Chargers.
Raiders.
Now, a lot of people didn't know what to make of the Chargers. I know, obviously, Harbaugh is
Him?
a pretty elite coach.
Right.
But they pulled that out. The Raiders are going to stink.
Yeah, I think we
that
all
was
knew
a
this.
rough game.
Zamir White's dog water. I think most people
Yeah.
knew this.
I mean, he
Except
had
anyone who had
issues
him.
about like his yards per carry. Like he just isn't
Right.
efficient at
Well,
all.
but he had a small sample size last year. I just didn't like the way he ran.
Yeah.
Didn't like it at all.
Physically,
Sorry. Yeah. J.K. Dobbins, comeback player of the year. Huh?
Yeah, couple things I think the
he
highlight.
was chugging along.
Yeah, man. Come
He
on.
looked good until he had to run in the open field.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure he had the fastest recorded run of the week.
Good for him, dude.
Right.
What the
he's had
fuck?
some-
He did have to. It was like a 70-yard run or something
Chugga-mugga,
stupid.
chugga-mugga,
So
yeah.
his longest was 61,
Yeah.
and that was an open field like behind, like they
Yeah.
tracked him down. So he got 61 yards. A
Couple years ago, he was
before they
gone.
got his ass. So listen, that may be more of a stamina thing.
He has had some terrible
but yeah.
games, so that was cool to see. Lad McConkey, pretty
Yeah,
good
that
rookie
looked good.
debut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Caught
QJ didn't look ass.
Yeah.
3 for 5. He caught that. I mean, Lad got 7. He looked
We'll see.
good.
They might mess around and win
Yeah.
5 games.
I think the Raiders are cooked.
I mean, yeah.
And that's sad. I think they're wasting years off Adams and Max Crosby.
Yeah.
Adam should have requested a trade last
Honestly, yeah.
IMO.
I was so sad that him and Derek Carr got united, and then they fucking go, all right, Derek Carr, get out of here. I was like, wow, that was just
that's why he
trade
came.
bait, bro. You just trade baited that.
Yeah.
That was crazy. So we got Broncos, Seahawks.
Yep. Seahawks held on to win 26-20.
Weird game.
Really
Weird
weird
game.
The spread was 6.5.
Do you know
I thought
shit?
That was a lock.
Yeah, I think what the problem was, I'm pretty sure it literally in the first series, their tackle went down again.
Oh yeah.
Classic, just like last year. But I think they got it together in the second half. I think Kenneth Walker had a monster game.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
20
he's
for 103 touchdowns.
As of this
hurt.
time, I'm pretty sure he's out.
yes, he's
I think they did say that oblique injury.
Did you see Geno Smith's touchdown run?
Oh yeah.
No, I don't think I
You
did.
did. You were
Nice.
watching it,
Geno Smith.
and you screamed and
dive?
yelled.
Oh, he yeah. Okay, never mind.
He, like, went
34
up.
yards.
Yeah.
I
Geno
think it-
Smith's gonna lead the Seahawks to the postseason.
I don't feel bad about it. Looking at their division,
I don't feel bad.
I'll
Honestly-
save that for after once we finish all the games.
Winning
'cause
by
I-
only 6 against the Broncos, not a
Yeah.
great start.
It's a sloppy week one.
understand.
With a
Sloppy week
terrible
one. It's a
Bo
sloppy
Nix.
week one.
I
That's fine.
understand.
I think their defense is going to be the calling
It's gonna
card.
have to be.
I think the Broncos are cooked.
Bo Nix had a
Obviously, I don't think anyone thought the. Yeah, I know. I think
Bo Nix is not.
But I
Don't,
think-
don't say
looking at
anything,
it,
please.
I liked what. I didn't like what he did, but I liked
42
how
passes, he
decent
threw
he
138
was. I liked how
yards.
decent he was.
Cooked.
right.
I liked how decent he was.
His average is 3.3.
I liked how decent he was.
3.3 yards
liked how
per catch.
decent
That's
he was.
insane.
Well, not everyone
His
broke
depth of
100 yards
target, I don't even
throwing,
think his
did
depth
they?
of target was that far off the line of scrimmage.
No, it wasn't.
That was rough.
Right.
I doubt.
But at least he threw over 100 yards, so we can keep.
I don't think that matters.
Their running backs, all their running backs are cooked.
Yeah,
We're not running the ball anymore in Broncos.
I honestly
Everyone's
feel bad for Javonte. Javonte actually isn't, in my opinion, that bad of a running back, but like,
Oh, yeah.
what the fuck can you do?
Scroll down a little bit. What's Sutton get on this?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Dog water. Wow.
He played very bad.
That's crazy.
Not good.
Yeah, I don't know. Weird matchup. Maybe the Broncos are a little bit good on defense. I don't know.
They're pretty good on defense, but not to keep them.
Cowboys, Browns.
This was probably the showpiece of the 4 o'clock window.
Yeah, well,
I
should
guess
have been.
on paper before the game started. Yeah.
Yep. Cowboys going into Cleveland.
Cleveland.
And they looked pretty good. Obviously,
Yeah.
they were the top scoring offense last season. I think they picked up where they left off, 33 points.
Yep.
Prescott looked all right. Zeke ran one in.
Yeah. I think this is about what we'll see. I don't think they're going to have that much of a run. I think they're going to be a lot more pass heavy. I think their defense and their ability to score really quickly, and then their pretty stout defense, I think is going to be what drives them over.
I don't know. Maybe I'm making too much of this game, but I don't know. Dallas scoring 33 on Cleveland.
Right.
Kind of good. I know Cleveland turned the ball over a lot, and Dallas obviously had the bulk of the time of possession. But, dude, 33 against Cleveland. Cleveland's not a bad defense. Everybody knows that. Right.
It's tough to look at things sometimes because, week one's almost an extension of preseason.
Right.
And Deshaun Watson's absolutely sewer water.
Yeah.
Certified sex offender. New case against him just dropped.
Yep.
I hope Winston's starting by week 4.
He a fan.
I think they're cooked. That's a pretty easy one.
Yeah,
Nick Chubb, I feel bad for him. I don't to trade.
Honestly, he helps the offense so much.
No,
when he's
he
there.
does. But I think he's in absolute. He's in a desert, just like Dexter Lawrence and Trey
They'll be
Henderson.
out of the fucking running at that point anyway.
No, 100%. I just think that's why it's sad.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to make of Watson. Obviously,
sad.
There's a lot of negativity going on around him in the media. With the sexual assault case. He did lose his father, I think.
Oh.
They said. Is that not right?
No clue.
Can you Google that?
I
think they said
if his dad died.
I think he said his father passed away on Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Can you Google that quick, please?
I'm pretty sure he was super.
It was either his father or his father's friend. It was a family friend. There was a death pretty close to him, I think they said.
It says Deshaun Watson dismisses his father's death as no excuse for Brown's defeat. So yeah, he must have died.
Did lose his father, right?
Yeah.
So he said it wasn't a problem, so I have to take that as his word.
He was asked before, so
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys did what they had to. I think it was an efficient win. I don't think anyone really showed out.
No, I think the defense had a couple touchdowns, right?
Right. I think they did have a pick six.
Oh, yeah, they had a pick six,
in this. Scroll a bit down. Keep going right there.
Dallas,
maybe not.
Oh, and they had a punt return.
Oh, and the punt return too,
down.
right? They did score on a punt return.
Yeah.
So
we'll see about
Dallas. All around, like a good team win for them.
Shout out Jake Ferguson. Get back soon, buddy.
Yeah, little injury.
He's only doubtful this week. Shouldn't be
surprised.
much longer.
Down,
yeah.
He looked pretty hurt.
It looked pretty bad to be honest, but they dodged the bullet there.
Let's move to the last game of the 4 o'clock window.
God bless.
The debut of rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels, who looked kind of sloppy and then kind of cleaned it up. I think he showed some good signs. He was 17 of 24.
Yeah.
He ran
the ball well.
In. Yeah, I mean,
played through well.
I know our friend in our group.
17 for 24.
He's the next Lamar Jackson. I mean, he kind of showed some signs.
He does look like Lamar Jackson. I mean, these splits, 80 yards, 180. Yeah, I think
a dangerous rushing attack.
I do think he needs to dude. We knew it coming out of college. He needs to work on his fucking sliding, bro.
Slide.
Right. Jesus Christ.
Right. He is a maniac.
He'll do a head forward roll. He'll do it.
Right. He does a somersaults.
It's like, why are you doing?
I think if we scroll down, I think their receivers had a shit fucking day. Austin Eckler, top receptions. Targets.
He was another quarter. He wasn't throwing really far.
I was pissed. He's not throwing to Terry McLaurin. I'm gonna strangle myself.
I think he will. I think he was just being
I hope so.
conservative, and then it kind of caught up with him, and they started losing.
Right.
Luke McCaffrey, the rookie.
He looked good.
Didn't look too bad.
I honestly didn't see shit about him, to be honest.
No, he was just in the game.
From a Tampa Bay side, I think Baker Mayfield was the quarterback of the week.
He played well. I was very surprised how well he played. 29, 4 touchdowns.
Well, probably Josh Allen.
Shut up, dude.
146
two
rating.
Touchdowns? What do you mean?
Shut up, dude.
You got 4 touchdowns, Josh Allen.
Running two.
Well, I'm sorry. You said quarterback. What do you want me to tell you? Fuck.
Yeah, I thought Baker looked really good. Tampa Bay picked up where they left off. People are kind of overlooking Tampa Bay, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I have.
It's going in. Yeah.
I think they didn't regress anywhere. They did change OCs, so I think that was a big question mark.
Yeah, we didn't know what was going to happen.
I think Mike Evans proving to be
my goat.
No, Mike Evans is a dog water.
I think he's a Hall of Famer.
Dog water.
5 for 61, 2 tutties.
Chris Godwin looked great.
Chris Godwin.
Bucky
They put him in the
Irving.
slot.
Shout out Bucky Irving. Bucky Irving truthers. I didn't draft him because I think he's dog water. I guess he ran like a 4.6, so I'm not drafting that. I think he looked good. I think Rashad White's fucking a loser.
Rashad White is not very.
He's not a running back. He's a catcher. He's a backfield catcher.
How many receptions did he have, Rashad White?
4.
Yeah, not that much.
6 targets.
That's pretty good.
6 for 6 on 75 yards.
Wow.
I think Rashad White's like a really good.
He's like Kamara.
Don't do that to Kamara, please. He's a lot less of a rusher. His rushing's actually pretty poor, but his out of the backfield running catching is really good.
Yeah,
I think that'd be a really good mix if they do Bucky Irving like that. That'd be really cool with them.
But yeah, I think Tampa looked pretty good. Nice win in their home opener.
I do think passing wise, this is an overinflated game because the Commanders' corners suck.
Well, their worst one's out for the season.
And their worst one is out for
the season. I guess a couple weeks. You got to
at this point, get him out for the season.
Our friend texts us. He goes, I hope the doctor bots the surgery because we don't want him on the field.
So fucking bad. He's so fucking bad. That was a
terrible.
first round pick from last year, I think.
Money, right?
It was
But
last
now,
game.
Moving right along, Sunday Night Football.
God bless.
Postseason rematch of the Rams and the Lions again in Detroit.
Ooh, this close.
The Rams going into Detroit. Matthew Stafford. I mean,
one of the best
played
quarterbacks in the
about
league.
as
Easy.
good as he could have played. He was 34 of 49, 317 yards, a touchdown, had a pick.
Had a bad pick, yeah.
And I think if Puka Nacua doesn't go down,
they probably win that
I
game.
think they sneak that game.
But fucking Cooper Kupp, 21 targets, 14 receptions, 110 yards, and a tutty.
Unbelievable.
What the fuck?
Caught that.
Not surprising.
Right.
Had the catch of the year on the sideline. Chris Collinsworth said Stafford made the throw of the year already on the broadcast.
That was a really good throw, though.
It was pretty funny. It was a great throw.
I didn't watch most of this game, I'll be real with you.
It was a great game.
But what I would say, I think
He did sing.
I actually think the opposite.
What?
The Rams are cooked,
I think the Rams are cooked.
yeah.
Puka's out in IR. 2 of their starting linemen are out in IR.
Yeah, the
If they
lineman is an
lose
issue.
versus the Cardinals, they're cooked in their division.
Yeah.
The lineman is a big.
gonna be tough.
I can't lie to you.
I think the Lions now easily just walk the division.
Unfortunately,
I don't think that at all. To be honest.
All right. I think the Gibbs Montgomery connection, that shit's solid. They're gonna be. I mean, yeah.
I mean, fantasy managers are gonna fucking hate
Right.
it. But
Well, if you have both of them,
They
If
did
you have
look
both,
good.
yeah.
if you drafted both of them, oh my god.
I don't know if
That's
you can play
great.
both.
I would be playing both. I'm pretty sure I mean, Gibbs got me 21. Montgomery
You got
had more.
21?
Yes.
Oh, receiving. I didn't even look at receiving. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think,
Gibbs could have won the week for me, but the motherfucker slipped.
Sorry.
So I pissed me the fuck off.
No, I think this game. I think the box scores. They don't even go to OT. I think if Tyler Johnson doesn't catch like a 63-yard fucking bomb or something like that.
Yep.
On like a broken play.
Yeah, it was wide open.
Yeah, it was wide open because the safety like bit on like a crosser, which he's supposed to, and then it was like this. The guy was 1-on-1 with fucking Tyler Johnson.
The thing that like confused me is like Puka went out like relatively early, and they had no answer whatsoever for Cooper Kupp.
Not at all.
That is like
scary, right?
It was like
Makes you
good.
think.
that's
good.
That's rough though for them moving
Right.
forward. Like
And
you
look-
need to figure that shit out,
And
bro.
look though, when you think about it, like that season that Cooper Kupp won the Triple Crown, what else did they have in that offense? Like I don't think they had any other weapons, right?
They had Robert Woods, but he wasn't Robert
But he
Woods anymore.
didn't he tear his, I think he tore his ACL.
I think
that
he
season,
did,
right?
He
yeah.
was their running back.
Oh, they had OBJ,
They had OBJ.
Cares.
but he was in
Who's
and
their
out.
running back?
The
They
running
had a running
back
back
was Akers, no? Well, Akers came in.
So
it
I don't
Akers?
know.
Did he? I don't know.
But they had a really
Maybe-
good defense.
Maybe it's just that
Yes, yeah, the
connection
defense is
between-
They had an amazing defense.
Maybe the connection between Stafford and Kupp is just that unstoppable, but that's
Well, I'm
gonna
pretty
win.
sure they,
That's
like-
gonna win them a couple games.
Don't they live together or some shit?
I don't think they
I don't
live
know.
together.
have
I think
a
they both have
podcast
families.
together or something. What I want to say from the Detroit side, I think the Amon-Ra fans were a little let down.
I mean,
Yeah.
he'll get the targets. It was just
Yeah.
one of those games. Yeah, yeah, I mean, he got 6 targets still.
Yeah.
3 catches,
You gonna eat
13
your
yards.
donut?
Not good. I'm going to get my donut. I've been on this man for years now.
Sitting on it.
I knew for a fact
Dude,
that he
takes
was
a
going to
lot.
be something. It was just a waiting time because he got injured the first year, and he wasn't played well that second year because of the injury. Motherfucker, Jameson Williams finally showed up.
Yep.
Finally. He gets my glazed donut of the week. Glaze me, glaze me.
Got the game ball Sunday Night Football.
Yes, sir.
Yep,
Never
first
got a
game ball ever.
before. He said, "I ain't never
That's
done
crazy.
this before."
That's my goat. That is my goat.
Postseason
I
debut.
I have a lot of hope, big hopes for him because he's super fucking fast. So like he's gonna get open downfield. I thought the targets, 9 targets. That is super encouraging. he showed a little bit of that, like coming off of the playoffs last year. He started to contribute more, and I was like, yeah, has to be the year. They got rid of what's his name, Josh Reynolds.
Yeah.
It's his job to fucking lose, basically.
And he played with a little swag too. I think he's their X factor. I think if Jameson Williams can become an established threat on the other side of Amon-Ra, that's an offense, dude. With Laporta,
for sure.
I mean, they're going to be scary. I don't feel good about my take on them to not make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I wouldn't either. I think they're pushing NFC Championship at this point. I mean, it's week 1. They're pushing NFC Championship.
They are.
I mean, the 49ers don't if they don't watch out, they're going to get fucked up.
I don't think it matters. Not gonna lie.
Bro, they almost lost the NFC Championship last year.
Let's go to Monday Night Football. Absolute snooze fest, to be honest.
I forget, to be honest.
I didn't watch this game. Fuck this game.
The hype
nope.
At all. It was the Jets going to San Francisco to play the 49ers. It was the return of Aaron Rodgers, who a year ago, just about on the 4th snap of his game
with the
as
flag.
a New York Jet, popped his Achilles, and the New York Jets spiraled out of control. There were some decent signs, but I do not think the Jets are going to be anywhere close to being as good as people thought.
Yeah, I wonder who would have guessed that one.
On paper, you cannot vote against that team.
Fuck the paper,
on paper,
bro. Come on.
fun.
Logically thinking.
Any of the other picks look awful right now besides the Bills.
Logically wasn't happening.
They look.
I was in on the Bills, too.
You said the Bills win the division?
I don't know what I said.
I said
they're making the playoffs.
I think he had.
I have to double check that one. You want me to double check that?
They're making the playoffs. Yeah, they're in the playoffs. Hell yeah.
Takeaway: Rodgers only 13-21. A lot of people. I mean, I thought when I was watching the game, it didn't look like he had a lot of help from receiver. Now, obviously, they were in San Francisco against San Francisco's defense that played unbelievable.
Right.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, Lazard 2 touchdowns. Obviously, Rodgers and Lazard have a pretty good connection. Garrett Wilson caught 6 for 60 yards. Not terrible. I think they'll figure it out. Breece Hall looked great.
Yeah, Breece Hall looked really good.
He looks like he's going to be a problem again. But from San Francisco, Jordan Mason, hats off. I mean,
we'll see if he's able to keep that up.
Yeah.
Because he even said after the game, he was like, I don't know how the fuck you do this, C-Mac.
I saw that. Yeah, pretty funny.
Because he had 28 carries. That's a lot, especially for like really not playing that much.
But yeah, he ran one in. Debo ran one in.
Yep, love my boy Debo.
Purdy managed the game well. He did what he had to do.
19 for 29, 231.
You had the Bills as a 7 seed.
Yeah, I'll take that.
You did have the Jets win the division.
I had to.
So we'll see.
But realistically, I wasn't a Jets fan. I said I wasn't a Jets fan, though.
I'm not a Jets fan either.
No, but I'm saying, like, I'm not. I knew.
And you're the Bengals at 5.
I know. But, like, you know.
Damn, that's crazy.
The Jets and the Browns, to me, profile as the same team where they, on paper, are very good every year and then just fucking shit the bed.
They have no reason to be bad.
I cannot reason in my head to where they're going to, like, have a good season. Like, yeah, I said they win the division, but, like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, they're the fucking Jets.
Same reason with the Falcons. That's why I was like, they're the Falcons.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't trust them at all.
Teams.
Right.
But the Niners, by all accounts, looked pretty good.
Fran, I think they're easily going to go to the Super Bowl. I think especially now with what they're saying with Christian McCaffrey, how, like, if they hold Christian McCaffrey out, put him on IR, leave him for the 4 weeks, and he's completely fucking healthy, dude, I don't see, and if Debo stays healthy as well, I don't see the issue. Also, we should talk about Ayuk. There was a diving catch he could have made, probably, if he had the extra couple weeks of practice. Yeah, I agree with that.
Payton
He ripped him, yeah. But, like, yeah, dude, like, you're going to get your contract. Fucking practice, bro, because now you could have lost him a game with that. Technically, obviously, whatever, but...
I saw his little interview after the game in the locker room. He said he was pretty embarrassed.
I would be, too.
About it, and that he had some stuff to clean up. Yeah, they're going to be just fine.
Yeah, I think so.
I have my reservations. Just
Native American?
McCaffrey, but we'll see.
Oops.
But yeah, that was all the games. Should we talk about Thursday Night Football last night?
We're really bad at time.
Yeah, no, we're really bad at time, and Mr. Yapper over there.
I thought we were.
It's literally all your fault.
We should give overreactions for the week. What do we think?
Overreaction? Saints.
You said like 8 teams are cooked, so
8 teams are cooked. I had them all written down. It's true. Giants are cooked.
I think my overreaction for the week.
Rams are cooked.
My overreaction for the week. Honestly, it's got to be handed. I think. How can I do this? I think that Can I do a player or does it have to be a team?
I gotta go. Penix starts by week 8.
Yeah, Richardson's cooked. I think this might be this.
Oh, at the target, he's targeting.
This might be one of his best games this whole entire season. I'm being serious.
That's
I
insane.
do not think he's. I don't think he's making it.
I think Caleb Williams. This is his best game of the season.
Well, my overreaction was going to be that he's a bust.
Richardson?
Williams.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. That's what I like to hear. I like to see that. Good.
But that's for clicks. My actual overreaction. I think the Falcons going to miss the playoffs.
Likely. They lose.
Week 1.
Lose this week, obviously.
I'm going to be honest. I think Cousins is done.
Yeah, that's actually really bad. I don't even think that's an overreaction at the end of the day. That looked really fucking awful.
Kind of bad. I was wondering if you guys were going to think it was an overreaction.
No, that is, but like thinking logically, like seeing him
I think
wasn't good.
They're going to lose this coming week unless they pull it off versus the Eagles. It'd be a crazy upset in my mind.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do anything. I have another reaction that's probably not an overreaction. I think we're going to see another 0-16 season.
From
Carolina.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I have to see their schedule. They probably play some shitter at once.
Yeah, but
they got to pull a win.
They are
it's
the
so
shitter.
hard to go 0-16.
It is, but they'll.
It's so even the 0-16 Lions went 0-16.
Bro, but
they were actually good and they just lost every game.
Yeah, but they're
win?
dog
Kind of
shit.
crazy.
They're not going to win on the road, and
Pull the
they're
Panthers. Pull the
already
Panthers
selling
real quick.
2 packs of tickets for $1.
I saw that. We could go. I'm pumping about that.
There's no life
Chargers,
in that building.
Raiders.
Let's run through it.
They lose the Raiders.
Chargers, they're probably going to lose. At Chargers, they're going to lose.
No, it's home.
Home versus Chargers, they're probably going to lose.
Doesn't matter.
At
Giants?
Las Vegas, they're probably going to lose.
Giants.
Versus Cincinnati, probably a loss. Chicago, week 5, if they clean it up at that point, probably a loss. Atlanta, I don't see them winning against. Washington, I don't see them winning against. Denver, they could beat.
Fuck.
The Saints,
I think Denver's
obviously they're
defense is
losing.
good.
They have a chance to get a win week 8 and week 10 at Denver and home versus New York.
The Atlanta game has
Rest
to
of
be
it,
a
they're
flip.
And
They
they
have to
lose
coin
out.
No
flip
way.
the Atlanta.
They
I'm
lose
sorry.
out,
They have to
dude.
coin flip.
Kansas City, Bucks, the Eagles, Dallas, Cardinals, Tampa again in Atlanta.
Atlanta most likely probably in a spot where they have to win.
I think
If they
No
win
way.
I think because
2
it's because
games-
divisional and the division's so fucked.
If they win 2 games,
Nah,
I think it'd be so unlikely to see it an NFC South team go 0-16 just based on the division is like so
Not
weirdly voodoo magic. Like it's nothing.
Yeah, but
everything
like
just comes out
add
of
the
there.
voodoo magic to a dog shit team.
Right.
Like they're
You
probably
might have
cooked.
a 16-0 team.
No. I'm saying
psychology.
they're
I
already
hear you.
dog shit and they get the
Right.
voodoo of playing against a team that they're
Right.
familiar with. It's cooked, I think.
Now, maybe the Saints are just that good. Maybe the Panthers aren't that
I
bad.
think the Panthers suck.
what do you, I mean,
Anyways, let's just go. Let's go through week 2.
Okay.
you
thank
cooked
you.
this. Yeah, we
some
cooked this.
matchups. Now, obviously, we'll talk about Thursday Night Football really quick. I think the only thing to really talk
Right.
about was the scary and shocking concussion again to Tua Tagovailoa. It came at a time in the game where they were driving. It looked like they were about to get back into it, and then
Right.
ran for the 3rd down, didn't slide.
First down. Yeah.
Like,
Dude, yeah, head
it's
first.
really unfortunate.
Didn't have to do that. I
At
mean,
all.
I understand he probably didn't know where the chains were.
I think he was well
directly.
past
He
it,
was
though.
past the chains, but he's not gonna. He definitely had the time to look, slide, and then see if he got the chains. So I understand,
Yes.
but he should have.
Well, I think he dove forward.
He shouldn't die with his head.
He
But I
it was
don't
too
think
late.
even if it was the head hit, it maybe it like precursed it, but then he slammed his head on the turf when he came down.
Oh,
Which is
I don't
think
know.
what really got him.
It just
Yeah,
but
look, the first
unfortunate-
you got to be smarter. I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah.
was he even 4th down at that point?
it was.
It was-
I don't remember.
It might have been.
It might have been 4th. I think
I mean,
it
I
was.
can-
No, it was it. I think
Wasn't
it
like
was
4th and 4.
I think it was 4th and 4, 4th and 3 because then they got it. He went out. Skylar Thompson came in and then turned the ball over on 4 downs when they were trying to score in the end zone.
Really unfortunate. Really scary again to see that again on a Thursday night.
Right.
I think from a Buffalo side, like I said, James Cook, league winner, 3 touchdowns.
True.
He was unbelievable. In this
Oh yeah, you're right. It was 4th and 4.
I mean,
He was unbelievable. Josh Allen looked good, slinging the ball around. Needs to throw
Efficient.
the ball. Please throw the ball to Keon Coleman. From
Please, God.
Wild, please. I had a terrible fantasy game last night. I had Tua going. I had Tyreek going. I had Keon Coleman. They combined for 12 points. I'm probably going to lose.
Josh Allen only gave me 9.
I'm probably going
That-
to lose.
and that's a
Wasn't
scary thing.
It wasn't a good fantasy
They
night.
They scored 31 points, obviously a pick 6. They scored 31 points and Josh Allen got like 9 points in fantasy.
No, I know.
Which is like
I feel like they're going to make
That's
Gonna make a little run, I think.
Okay,
But
I just rewatched a Tua play. He tried to fucking actually just truck the guy.
No, he did try to.
Hamlin-
That's insane.
But I think he hit his head in the grass, and that's when he actually fucked it.
No, he was gone on the way
he was
down.
gone.
Yeah,
That
He went-
impact on his neck was
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
yeah. His neck did the quink. But like I was saying to them last night because we watched together. If he didn't have all those concussions, that hit probably wouldn't have
Right.
been
No,
like
100%, yeah.
like that bad. So like I think he needs to have some serious conversation with his family, and honestly, I think he needs to.
He
just
definitely doesn't play
retire.
the rest of the season, in my mind.
I don't think he should. That would be fucked up by the coaches to even put him out there. One and two would be very just reckless by him because I don't know.
I mean, if he retires, I wouldn't be shocked, but I'd also be shocked because, like, the first time it's probably happened in our lifetimes at least. There's probably been a player before this. Well, I mean, Andrew Luck, technically, I guess.
Yeah, but not that wasn't
a different reason,
Yeah.
I guess. Injury, but different injuries.
Let's go into the games. I'll rattle them off. You tell me who you got.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
We got Raiders at Ravens.
Yeah,
Ravens easy.
Raiders cooked. Ravens all the way.
Chargers at Carolina.
Chargers easy.
Chargers are rolling through this.
This is my game of the week.
The Chargers.
At 10 a.m.
No,
PDT.
Oh.
Saints at Cowboys.
I was gonna say, I was like, oh my god, Chargers
Saints
Panthers
at
game of the week.
Cowboys.
Yeah, I think these the next two games. I think the 1 o'clock slate is great.
How about you just talk about the game you just asked about first?
Well, no, I think these are combo games.
Okay.
Tell me who you have.
Yeah.
Look, I
I
think
had
the Saints winning.
I had the Saints winning.
Okay,
as well.
I would say the Saints, but I think Lattimore's out, so I say
I'm
the
not
Cowboys.
worried about that at
Is
all.
he actually?
How are you? Yeah.
No, it's questionable. He's questionable.
I
think
still
he's
have
They're
the
all
Saints.
flying down.
I think he's cooked.
I still have the Saints. I
I
think
think-
Kamara scores a pair in this game.
I think it'll be
Thanks.
honestly a pretty relatively high-scoring game, probably
hope so.
30s.
I don't think so at all.
Oh, I think
High
so.
30s?
No,
Would crack?
I said 30s,
Yeah, high 30s?
like 30 each.
Dallas probably.
Yes, 30 each.
Nothing wrong with that. You don't
That's
think so? You
crazy.
don't think
They
so?
both have great defenses.
You guys put up 47, they put up 33.
Yeah, against the fucking Panthers. They scored against the fucking Browns.
Exactly.
I think it's going to be like 17-21. And honestly, I probably do think the Cowboys win, but I think the Saints get the spread. I
Next
think it's
game. What else?
I think it's an encouraging game. I think morale-wise, we win the game.
We're gonna
I
have a
think we
talk
lose
after
the
this
game.
fucking
Yeah.
episode.
Bucks Lions. I think the Lions cream the Bucks because.
I don't-
And then you get my reason.
At Lions.
The Bucks are basically the Rams 2.0. They run the same offense. They have the OC from last year from the Rams.
the Bucks are a better team though.
Right. They do have a better defense. Winfield's out for the season or out for the last 4 games.
Yes.
I think he sucks too, but people will disagree with me. I think safety that puts him on a bad spot though, because Jameson Williams is going to run their ass down.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, that's
The
what I
Lions
think.
match up good against them, and it's in Detroit.
Yeah, Lions
in
probably
Detroit
win,
too?
but I think it'll be
Yeah.
a good game.
Should
No,
be-
I think like those 2 games. I think you really see who's who coming out of both the two
Colts
sets of
at
games.
Packers. Now, obviously, it's going to be Malik Willis at the helm for Green Bay.
It has to be the Colts unless the Packers
Right.
defense just does something
And I
crazy.
don't think the
We're gonna
Packers
learn a lot
defense
about
does
the
anything.
Packers this week. I think.
Packers are cooked.
We're going to learn a lot about them.
Unless Malik Willis does something.
I
Like,
wish
just
I
something.
wish he did something before and I had him a dynasty, and I don't think he's
Yeah.
going to do anything now. But I could be wrong.
I just picked him up, actually. I'm starting it.
Look,
You started.
It's literally.
Who did you have?
know
Daniel
what my
Jones?
Yeah,
options
you have
are?
Love.
Watson,
Watson.
Daniel Jones. Yeah.
We'll talk about some more
Um,
fantasy after this, though.
Browns at Jags.
Has to be.
I don't even wanna-
Dude, I don't know.
I think the Jags. No, I think the Jags pull it together. I think the Jags aren't as bad. Their defense didn't look bad. Like they held the Dolphins to like reasonable stuff. I mean, obviously they had a bunch of yards, but scoring wise, they didn't fold completely.
I got Cleveland.
I was gonna say. I
Really?
think the Browns
at Jags.
I got Cleveland.
I don't think the Jaguars
I
home
take the
field
Jags.
has
I
anything.
take the Jags. I like the Jags.
I take the Browns because Myles Garrett might be out though. He's hurt.
Myles
he
Garrett was
popped up on the
dookie
injury
last
report.
game.
Really?
I don't know what he has, but I definitely think he has an injury. And if he's out, Jaguars. But if he's not, I take the Browns.
I like the Jags.
Niners at Vikings. Niners.
Easy Niners, yeah.
Niners easy. I mean,
Seahawks at Patriots.
Now this is
This is
another
a
one of
good
those
game.
games. I count that as like one of the games that you were talking about.
No Ken
where we really
Walker.
see.
Confirmed out, I think.
yeah, but the other 4 teams in those other 2 games are both like they're playoff caliber teams.
No, but I'm saying like in terms of like, did the Patriots actually just have a good defense, or did the Bengals fucking suck? Are the Seahawks actually just not that bad? Or
Okay, so I see your
you know what I mean?
your team alludes to a different team being ass. I like that. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because that's what you were saying. You were saying
Right.
the Bengals suck.
yeah, the Bengals do suck.
Yeah.
and I think we'll see that when they.
So now we're gonna
play whoever
see
they
is the
play.
Patriots defense real, or did the Bengals actually suck?
Right. No, I think both are possible.
Did these teams? Did they play last year?
No, it was a couple years ago.
No. Yeah.
Give me New
I think the last time we played him, it was with Cam Newton.
I take Seahawks.
I
It's
think-
at New England, which gives me a little bit back,
Give me
but
New
I
England.
just
I
think the Seahawks defense is so much more stout than the fucking Bengals. I think the Bengals are dog water. I think the Seattle's supposed to be defense is supposed to be marquee. I think, Christian Gonzalez is good, but I think JSN Truthers. I think JSN Truthers.
Yeah, no. I think the Patriots win this game.
Crazy.
I think
What's the score? Give me the score.
it's going to be low scoring.
I got 12-9 New England.
Won't be like that.
Oh, field goals?
I think
You're
it'll be
taking
like
4-3 field goals? You're a sick fuck. Oh, my God.
Like 17-20, if it even gets to that.
I was thinking like 17-10. I think I'm taking Seahawks, so I got to take the Seahawks.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see Geno Smith having a great time with that O-line with our defense.
Oh, no Kenneth Walker. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Charb shows out.
And every time we play the Seahawks, we're good against the run. So
I think the
I don't
Patriots
know.
figure them out.
yeah, I don't think there's much to figure out, to be honest.
Jets at Titans. Probably the Jets.
Jets. Jets, hopefully.
That's a weird game to me because
It
I
is a
feel
weird
like the
game.
Titans could low key win it, but the Jets, I take the Jets.
True, but I think the home field advantage is nothing. I think the home field advantage is 0.
Titans,
It's basically
whatever,
a
yeah.
neutral field. I think
Giants at Commanders. I'm
Giants win.
excited for this one just
Giants win.
because
Giants win this one?
Yep.
the Commanders haven't
Wow.
had much to cheer about in a while.
Right.
And I think
At
it's gonna
Commanders?
I think it's gonna be pretty cool seeing Daniels make his home debut. I think
This might be the worst game of the week.
I think they probably get it done.
I don't know why I think the Giants win, but I think the Giants win. I don't know why.
I think both teams are ass water. I think they're both cooked anyways. So.
Yeah. This is
This
going to
game
be one of
doesn't
those
matter.
games where randomly the Giants just put up a 30-something
Yeah, I
point
think
week
someone
for
will have
no
like a crazy
reason.
fantasy game
Yeah.
this one, but
Devin Singletary.
yeah.
Yeah. Maybe have 30 yards.
Maybe Tracy Jones Jr.
Rams at,
Rams Cardinals.
Rams
Whoever
Cardinals.
loses this
Tracy
game is
there.
cooked. That's the standing of it. Whoever loses this game is cooked,
Can
and
I
they should
tell you
tank.
who's gonna lose it?
The Rams.
I got the Cardinals too, bro.
Yeah.
The Cardinals winning.
Cardinals at home.
I actually do have the Cardinals in this game.
I think
Puka's out. 2 linemen are out.
James Conner's gonna run all over.
James Conner's legit.
I don't think Puka,
Saw what Montgomery did to them.
like I love Puka, but I think Puka's a wash. Like I don't think that takes the Rams down a peg at all because Cooper Cup's going to
Sean
do Cooper
McVay
Cup.
can stick guys in that offense and
Exactly.
Right.
They, like him,
They'd be
Tyler
all
Johnson,
right.
and DeMarcus Robinson are all going to.
Yeah.
everything.
Right.
I
Puka's not
think-
special. I know. Understand.
I like the Rams defense. The Rams defense is sneaky, and I just think the
Yeah.
Cardinals are going to do like the same thing they did with the Bills, kind of just let the Rams kind of do their thing,
right.
and then they'll end up just taking it late. I think that's how it's going to
Did
end
the
up.
Cardinals win? Or you
They
saying
lose.
All right.
Like the Cardinals play well, and then the Rams offense just kind of kicks in, and then they
Yeah.
kind of just trail off. It'll be close.
Steelers at Broncos.
Sneaky game. I like the Broncos here.
Tell me if you had this on your bingo cards.
I like the
Steelers
Broncos.
starting 2-0.
No, I did
Give
because
me
I love the
Pitts-
Steelers.
Give me Pittsburgh.
Listen, I want to take Pittsburgh so bad, but this is such like a upset game. I want to take
Yeah, no, you're right.
because I mean, like, I feel like
Well-
everyone's like, "Oh wow, the Steelers defense is really good,"
Bo Nix
and
might
then
pop
something
out.
weird's gonna happen. Something weird's gonna happen. So I kind of want to take the Broncos, but I'll take the Steelers with my better judgment.
What's up, Josh?
Taking the fucking Steelers. The Broncos, I'm sorry. I don't like Bo Nix. I don't like Bo Nix again. Fuck that guy.
Damn, fuck Bo Nix.
He's
Bengals
ass.
at Chiefs.
Easy call. I think Chiefs walk this one.
I got the Chiefs by at
I got
least
I
2
got
scores.
Pacheco. Pacheco's getting like 120 yards if they run him.
On the ground.
Yeah, the
They won't.
Bengals run defense is dog water.
They won't run him. You know.
I hope they do because that's all they have to do.
Yeah, I think Chiefs win this by at least 14. I don't see how it goes any other way.
Probably at least a score.
I know
Like I
there's-
said with the Ravens when they were first, when I realized they were first playing the Chiefs,
Yeah.
I want the Bengals to win. I think the Bengals will have a good game. The Chiefs have voodoo. Chiefs will win. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, look, there's history in this matchup. Obviously, the last couple seasons.
Yeah.
they played in the postseason.
Samaje Perine screen for a touchdown.
I got the
Haunts them. That's why they grabbed them.
hand slide. And then Sunday Night Football. Caleb Williams
Right.
makes his Sunday Night Football debut. It's his. Is it their home opener? No,
No,
it's
it's
at
the
Houston,
Texans.
right? We already said that.
Right.
Yeah, Bears at Texans.
Texans should hawk this game.
I take the
I
Bears.
would love to see some Sunday Night magic where Caleb Williams like
Yeah, it would be cool if he threw for more 100 yards.
I feel like he'll pick
shows
it.
up
He'll put it
Stroud or
together.
something, but
I don't know
I
if-
think it's Houston's year. Dude.
if Rome's out and if they don't run the fucking ball, and if Keenan Allen's banged up, I
think
don't love it for the Bears.
But it's
Caleb
not.
will-
It's not backbreaking.
Caleb's gonna be forced to extend a lot of plays in this game,
Which is bad.
when we'll find out if he's
Well, hopefully the O-line
Find
figures
out
their
what
shit
it's
out.
made of.
I don't.
O-line's
that was
ass, so it's
that
not
was
gonna figure
but
itself out.
no, they're not supposed to be ass. this
Right,
year.
but they are ass.
Like
They're
Will
not supposed to
Anderson
be.
might
Remember
have
that.
a field day.
He might, or they just double him.
Yeah.
and then whoever's on the other side goes crazy.
Worried for Caleb Williams. Like,
Here's the thing: if Caleb Williams is as good as he's supposed to be, he knows he has to come back and do something good this game.
Yeah.
And the best players with their back on the wall like that, knowing they need to come back, I think they get it done. So I'm just betting on Caleb Williams here being as advertised, and I think the Bears win.
Well, I'll take C.J. Stroud as advertised as the best.
See, when you
young
talk,
QB
I
ever.
want to hurl myself through a window and roll through glass.
You want to take the proven young guy?
Falcons versus
What the
Eagles,
fuck?
Monday night.
Easy dog water
Who do we
game.
take?
Eagles win this. Don't
Eagles
I,
easy.
I barely watched this game, to be honest.
Honestly, it's going to be
Monday Night
ass game.
Football,
The
I
birds
think-
versus the birds.
this game's over at halftime. I think
100%.
Cousins gets sacked probably 6 times.
What like this? Sneaky upset.
The under?
Sneaky upset.
In
Upset.
this
Of the
game?
Falcons?
Sneaky upset. Yeah.
You think so?
Take the
Oh, if
Falcons on this?
fucking Jalen Hurts
No,
throws
I
picks
don't-
like that.
We should have wrote
maybe.
these down so we could take our records for the year. That'd been cool.
It's on video.
That's a
We'll have to watch
that's a
back.
Great idea.
We'll have to watch back and fucking
We
do
should
it.
do that.
Suck
we should
me.
do pick'ems.
Yeah, we'll
I
have to.
like that.
Give me your lock of the week, lock of the win. We'll do it like that instead. 'Cause we have to do fucking 50 games on our record. Pick one game you know is gonna win.
Chiefs.
Fuck. All right. We have to pick different ones though.
Oh,
That was your
and rules,
We all
motherfucker.
can't pick the Chiefs.
Ravens.
Fuck.
Wait, is it like Survivor where we have to remove the team?
No.
next?
We'll
Oh,
just
okay.
keep records. So
Yeah,
I mean, if
Ravens.
you pick wrong, you pick wrong.
My
It's
lock of the
fine.
weeks is the Ravens. Oh.
Scroll me down a little bit.
You're cooked.
I'll probably just end up
Oh.
taking the Chargers.
Take the Jets.
I'm not taking the
Hello?
fucking Jets. Hey, you never know.
Well, your Niners just sitting there.
Give me the Chargers. I'm fine with the Chargers.
Oh, they're playing the Panthers.
All right. Good. So
got
I'll
anything else?
have
I
to
got
write
nothing
those
else.
down. We'll keep those for next week. Yeah, I mean,
We'll go back to the drawing board.
Ryan Thomas
Like,
Jr.?
Condense it. You need
Yeah.
to stop talking.
You have
You
to
get
stop
too
me.
excited.
Well, no, when I looked at the
Mike's-
thing, we were an hour
You should've
after the
said
week
something.
one
You
thing.
should've
I was
said
sitting.
something.
Did you not see me doing this? I kept for the people at home.
kept
I'm flipping,
opening it. Yeah,
I'm
I
flipping
couldn't
back
see
to
it.
the fucking OBS like
You opened it and shut it instantly, and I'm like, what is he? I'm like,
I'm signaling.
I can't
Hey,
see the time. I
motherfucker.
literally couldn't see the time.
Hey, motherfucker!
I couldn't see the time.
This isn't a bad time.
We'll
No,
have to get
no,
something to
it's-
flash on screen.
What a warning!
We're gonna have to get.
Yeah, change the background, the color,
We're gonna have to get.
so I can see. Oh,
We're gonna have to get duct tape for your mouth.
Well, we're at 116. We could go to an hour and a half if we could.
no,
Let's talk fantasy. We haven't talked fantasy really.
What do you want to know?
keep going.
We should talk about
Let's talk about our redraft league. I think that's more relevant.
yeah. I'll start.
Started out 0-1.
I lost this week. Last week.
Bum.
People out there that can level with me. Raheem Mostert
It's your team.
scoring 3 points, 3.9. Fucked
Nine.
me. Chris Olave scoring 3.1. Fucked me even harder. And then Ferguson got hurt. He's on my team as well.
Yep.
I had a chance to win this week. I will take you through my story. I was down 4 points against one of our players. He had Jahmyr Gibbs. I lied. He had David Montgomery. It was before the Lions went to overtime. I was down 4 or 5 points, right? Jared Goff has a wide open Jahmyr Gibbs. If Jahmyr Gibbs doesn't slip, he scores that touchdown. I win that week. No overtime. It goes to overtime. They ran the ball with Montgomery basically every single play, scores at the end. I'm down 16 now all of a sudden, and that's how I lost.
Fairy tale ending.
Yeah, no, that was probably fucking worst thing ever. And then now I have to deal with no running back this week because Mostert got hurt, so that was
Right.
fun. What about you guys? Any woes? Fantasy woes?
Well, no, week 1.
Oh, I
was
think
it.
we're both feeling great over
Week
here on
one.
this couch. Yeah, winner's
I
couch.
wouldn't go that far.
Well, winner's couch up to this week now a bit different.
After week 1, I was feeling great. About
yeah,
my team.
yeah.
I was the top scoring team in the league.
I was feeling great. I thought the top scoring team was a fluke, and I thought mine was the real one. So
I mean, I felt pretty good. Now, obviously, I said earlier in the episode that I do have 2 and I do have Tyreek. I do
Injured
have
Reed.
Stroud as well.
safety.
So you're
Good
fine.
thing you took 2. I guess.
I'm not too vexed about Tua going down, but
You vexed
obviously
me.
that's probably going to hurt Tyreek's production. I have some injury headaches as well. Now, Odunze is down. Obviously,
Yeah.
with no Jordan Love, I have Jaden Reed. So
That's
that
tough.
kind of sucks.
Wow, I didn't think about that. You. That's tough.
I have T. Higgins with his hamstring injury.
And Joe Burrow's ass.
That's kind of tough.
wow.
So we'll see.
Wow, that sucks. I didn't think about that.
I got a lot.
That's a fall from grace.
I got some injury headaches, dude. Well,
I feel bad.
Well, let me tell it to you straight, right? So now I scored the most points
trying to pull
in the
it up?
league.
I'll do it next time.
After Thursday night. Guess what my projected points is for this week?
86.
81.
Damn. I dropped to 104. I'm pissed.
Yeah, I think I'm going to lose my opponent.
Josh Allen got 9 points.
My opponent has McCaffrey in week 2.
So. No, he doesn't.
Bro, I'm playing against Saquon and Mixon.
Yeah, you're cooked. Yeah, you're cooked.
How did you do in week 1, Mike? You're below me in the standings.
Great. I was below him in the standings. I think I lost the score
by 4 points.
By 4 points.
Yeah.
So I saw myself as a true winner because he had Reed Goff for 33 points. I think that's a fluke fucking game. So I saw myself as a good drafter. Finally, people can see that. I'm now playing the number 3 team, which I'm now peeved about because Josh Allen gonna be fucking 9 points in a must-win. Not a must-win game, but I think my matchup isn't bad. I think KC versus Cincinnati is going to do me favors because Chase is going to put up dog water numbers. I'm scared Mixon versus the Bears. That's going to terrify me.
Oh, yeah.
Barkley versus Atlanta is going to terrify me. Pat Mahomes might rip up fucking Cincinnati. I hope they go up 31-10 so they don't play him anymore and he gets 9 points. Mark Andrews, I hope it's towards fucking another duck egg. He has Michael Wilson. That guy's dog water. Singletary, hope he does nothing. And the Chargers, I hope lose to Carolina. And I think my team's fucking amazing. Josh Allen, James Conner, Tony Pollard, Justin Jefferson, Drake London, dog water. Pat Freiermuth for the time being, Metcalf, Godwin. Yeah.
Dude, you're a fucking yapper, bro.
I ripped those off. Look, Drake London and Metcalf dog water games last week, but I think Godwin evened them out. So I think my team was right in line. They scored 131.
Do we have any waiver wire? Do you think waiver wire pickups of the week?
Get Greg Dortch.
I picked up Schultz just because my tight end's balls.
I picked up Colby Parkinson
for
the time being for Jake Ferguson.
Skylar Thompson, if you don't have a QB, I guess.
Honestly, if you need to play Skylar Thompson.
He was added almost 500,000 times, sleeper.
It seems as if Baker Mayfield is available.
Hey, Justice Hill. Honestly, if you're in a no running back league, if you have no running back team, Justice Hill.
Can I tell you who I picked up? Or rather, what I picked up?
What?
Oh, defense.
Chiefs defense.
Oh, Chiefs.
I love Chiefs defense this week.
Yeah. You want to pick a streaming defense?
If you want to score more than 81 points, buddy.
Streaming defense, take the Colts.
I'm a streaming defense and menace.
The Colts is a good streaming defense.
Are they available?
No, they're not.
No, someone just took them, yeah.
Sorry. Jonnu Smith. I like Jonnu Smith as a tight end sneaky grab. Sneaky grab in the tight end room.
Well, it's already over this week.
Yeah, I know, but no, we can't pick them up, but they can.
How could they?
I got nothing.
Well, it's not the weekend yet. Their free agency pool might work differently.
Sam
Darnold. If you have Tua and you don't have a backup, Sam Darnold.
Not bad.
Adai Mitchell, I think he's going to get a lot of looks, so he's pretty good. Bucky Irving, if you're in a no running back league, no running back team.
He's been dying to do this episode.
Dude, I know. He's just fucking
I think that's about it.
Actually pissed.
Hey, listen.
I think that's about it.
Second, next week we will have a more concise, put together.
Fucking more composed.
What do you mean? I'm composed.
Well, I got.
Hey, yeah.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the first episode of The Whistle. We're going to try to bring this to you every single week. Like I said, recapping all the NFL action, all the headlines, all the news, all our fantasy woes. Going through all the games. We're Diversity Catalog. If you enjoyed this episode, check out our podcast. We post a podcast every week. We talk about the world, pop culture, media, anything going on in the world. We're just a couple of idiots reacting to the world. We try to do some fun bits. You can check out our last episode. We had a nice debate.
Yep, definitely watch that.
We had a little mock debate. We also reacted to the presidential debate. That went up a couple days ago this week. You can find that on our channel as well. If you liked anything, please like and subscribe. You can listen to the podcast as well on Spotify, Apple, and Amazon. If you listen to it there, please rate the podcast 5-star. Not 3. Why hold it up 3?
Well, because you did 3 and then I switched to 5.
Oh. Rate the podcast 5 stars. You can find our social media at Diversity Catalog on Instagram, Twitter, as well as TikTok. We post clips there. See the clips, share the clips, like the clips, send the clips. But yeah, we're Diversity Catalog. Go forward, spread love.